Okay, so hearing no objections, and I will send back to the county treasurer that we are, have no interest in purchasing these.
Do we want that in the form of a motion?
I don't know. Do we?
Well, yeah, let's put it in a motion.
Okay.
I make a motion that we refuse the offer.
A second.
We have a motion and a second to refuse the offer. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
That's all I got.
Thank you. Cindy?
Okay, just two things. When Northland opened their new entrance, and before they did, we talked about having that access closed from the cemetery.
Cemetery, yeah.
And I know people are still using it a lot. And I wondered what we're gonna do about it.
What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, wasn't it part of the,
Mike and I talked about that the other day a little bit, you know.
It needs to be, we need to do.
Dig it out, put some black dirt in there and try to get grass growing. Do we put, or do we just put barricades across, or?
Well, I think it'd really dress that up out there, is to take the road out, put some dirt in there and
I
seed
would
it
like to
all.
see it seeded.
You know, get rid of the road
I
completely.
mean, it was grass before, so.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, they have a very nice entrance. They've done a fabulous job at making it look nice over there.
Absolutely.
I've
They've done
heard
a
good
great
things
job.
about the food. I haven't been there, but
Very good.
Very good.
you've been there. And the other thing is there a time frame on the Harris Road project? Have we heard?
That's
Well,
one of the bids today.
Well, we got them back.
we got it back. Was that 100, it was 108,000 was the estimate? Come back in at 88,000, so that's a pretty good, that's a pretty good,
Savings.
yeah, that was nice. That'll be nice on the budget, so. And I think they're planning on doing it, you know, within the month, I think.
Okay. And did the chloride get done? Because I don't drive on that.
Who lives on a gravel road?
Yes,
Did
it was.
they get chloride? I think they did. I think they had. Yeah, Jack was gonna do it a week ago, so I got them.
Okay.
We don't have any dust.
Chloride's
So
down.
I guess that
Yeah.
means it's done.
Yeah, it's down.
I didn't see it done, but
Those are my
Well-
things.
Okay. Al?
Talking about the cemetery. I've received a couple calls today wanting to know why the lawn wasn't mowed for the Father's Day weekend. So I'm passing on, it does look kind of shabby over there. I don't know if you noticed or not.
I have not noticed, I didn't realize.
I was over there. I didn't
Yeah.
notice that it was,
It was,
I was just over there.
I don't think they mowed it at all last week, actually. Not possible.
Well, they
They
mowed
mowed
it.
over here, but I don't think
Yeah.
they mowed the Lakeport side. I'm not
Well, I
positive.
wasn't
Are you
on the
talking about
Lakeport
the
side.
back side of it? I know it's the back side.
Everything on Lakeport, everything north of the creek is,
Well, I'll call.
I think they
I'll
mowed
call.
on this
I-
side, but I don't think they mowed the other side.
I wasn't aware that it wasn't done.
That's why it wasn't done.
I guess I look at it every day. I mean, every day I drive by there, I look at it, so I had never noticed that it was longer,
Yep.
ratty-tatty looking, but I certainly will ask and call.
And the other, just wanted to actually apologize to Mr. Abernathy about those stumps on the Rutland. Mr. Abernathy and I met last week, and we went over there and found them, and I took care of it.
oh, thank
It's,
you.
they're out, it's gone. Sorry it took so long. So,
Not a problem, thanks.
yep, that's all.
Okay, our fire chief has arrived. Mark?
Thank you for holding my,
Well, you're lucky because you just made
You
it.
just
I'm
were at the
sorry,
end.
I'm
Just
sorry,
made
I
it.
had a second meeting and just a couple of things. We're in the application period for the assistant firefighter grant. We'd like to apply for another water tender like we had the last 3 years, and maybe the fourth year would be the charm. Just want to get and that's a 5% match. The truck's usually around $200,000. It's a 5% match for us if we were successful. And so I think for $10,000, I think it'd be a wise investment for our township. So I'd like you just to get approval before we apply for that grant. So there will be, we can find the money in our budget, I'm sure, if we were to get awarded. So I just want to get approval, or at least an FYI that we are going to apply for it, if that's okay with you guys, I guess? Is that okay?
Do you want a motion?
Well, I would make a motion.
Then I'll second it.
I'll make a motion that we go for the grant.
That would be a big expense. If we were to get a deal somewhere around $10,000, but it's pretty good value on a $200,000 truck.
Well, let me finish this motion.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We have a motion.
And I second
We have a
it.
second.
Just in that motion, if you would, just think, whether it's a 5% grant, not for $10,000 or anything like that,
Yeah, so it's,
Yeah, so, because it could be more.
if it's 250,000, then we
Yeah.
have to spend more money.
But it's still 5%.
5%, yeah.
Okay,
So it's covered.
I would ask for a roll call vote, please.
Mr. Apple?
Yes.
Mrs. Minnie?
Yes.
Mr. Briley?
Yes.
Mr. Platzler?
Yes.
A motion carries. Okay, Mark, you can go now.
The siren for the replacement of Metcalf and State has been ordered. I'm just waiting for them to give us a date of when it's going to come in, but it has been ordered. I'd follow up with that. I met with Worth Township because it's coming up for the contract in July 1st. So I met with their supervisor. They just want to know, we had a questionnaire form with all the departments that are covering their township, what kind of equipment we had, what our response times were, how many people were available, how many people are licensed medically. They sent out the same form to all the departments. So I met with him, I gave him, filled out the form and gave it to him. And so, probably next week or two, they're gonna give you guys a contract, or offer you guys a contract for us to cover them. They said it's always been done backwards before. The townships that are covering them sends out the contracts, and that doesn't, Phil said that doesn't make sense. Usually if you're the homeowner and you wanna get a roof put on, you get four estimates from four contractors. You don't have the contractors give that you an estimate, kind of thing. So they're gonna draw the contract, so that's coming, just so you know.
But that's the way that was started originally.
No, that's how it originally
Yeah,
started,
that's the way it was
5 years
originally
ago,
done.
but, so anyways, they're just trying to get a handle on their fees and all those things, so.
Good.
Speaking of their fees, you
Yes.
didn't happen to mention when they might pay their.
Pay their bill?
It's coming, I just know that after speaking to Jack and to Phil, as soon as they get money come in, they pass it out, everything they gotta pay, because they didn't realize they had that much of a mess.
Yeah, I knew that.
And so they are, as soon as they get $1, they're paying bills, and, they're doing the best they can for what they have. I'm assured we're gonna get paid for it. But they're just biting off chunks, because they keep overturning all these rocks that unfound things.
Yeah, I know that.
They get billed for 3 or 4 years. They were paying bills, and never even collecting for 3 or 4 years, because this last clerk didn't send no bills.
Nobody sent out.
But they are, as soon as they get a check from their revenue sharing or their county or whatever, however it comes, they're splitting up and dividing it up, so.
Okay.
They're working as aggressively as they can, and I'm sure they're good.
Well, you weren't here, but we did pass a motion to send them a letter,
Oh, okay, yep, just request that tonight, just know that they get all.
Just for your
Yep.
information.
Yeah, they got everybody's barking at for money, and they're trying to cover everybody. And our little coverage area up there, for burning permits, it doesn't work good because they don't have their own fire department. And it's always been a confusion because their people are calling Lexington, trying to get permits at Lexington and all over the place. And I just told them, anybody in their little 4 square miles that we cover, they can get their burning permits here. So, because we're the department, we want to know if they got a burning permit anyway. So I just told them, stop in here and advise their people to get a burning permit here. I know it's minimal, I don't think there's that many of them, but our office will just have to handle a few more burning permits, which I don't think is a big thing. And then the last thing is the burn ordinance. Is there any, since I wasn't here, did you guys move along on that at all? Did you talk to Tim at all?
I have not got a chance to talk to Tim. He doesn't return his phone calls. I called out there 3 or 4 times. I just,
All right.
he, the gal says, oh, Mr. Apple, he'll call you. I said, okay, I'll wait patiently.
All right. Cause, we got another, this week I got another.
I'm gonna have to see him at a function and ask him,
Yeah.
that's where you
But I
get
just
things
need to-
done, you don't get it
Or
done.
set up an appointment maybe that, that way there's.
Well, I could
at
go
a
to
certain
the office.
time and,
Yeah,
he's gonna be there at 8 o'clock on Monday morning. Cause I got a call again this week, somebody called the hall here and complained about their neighbor burning and it was, we're stuck in the middle again because, because the smoke's blowing into the neighbor's house and we don't have any teeth to do anything with. So, we just need to find out what their stance is so we can proceed, but it's
okay.
becoming a hassle, so that's all I have.
I will do that.
That's all I got, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Okay, is there any further extended public comment? Yes, ma'am.
I just have a question. Now that the state passed.
Could you stand up and give your name, please, and your address?
Karen Crockett, 6679 Lakeshore. I just wanted to know, because I know the state just passed their ordinance for the fireworks. And I know that the state ordinance overrides all local ordinances the day before, the day of, the day after a national holiday or federal holiday. I know right now we don't have any ordinances. I didn't know if there had been any talk of having an ordinance.
Well, we
That it
don't
wasn't
we
the
don't
Fourth of July
have, we
every
don't
night.
have an ordinance at this time.
I know, I just didn't know, because it wasn't one needed before the state passed. I just wondered if there had been any talk.
We were just discussing it.
Well, I think it's something that this board needs to take a look at and see if we need to put together, another ordinance,
We are looking at it. Bill got some stuff off the state website last week. wasn't it? And it basically said that our ordinances, that they superseded our
The
ordinances.
state supersedes ours,
Oh.
even if we had one.
But now the governor, the attorney general come out with something new, Bill just gave me
This
this tonight,
just-
haven't
this
even
just-
read it, so it's
today.
like 5 or 6 pages, so we are looking at it, trying to figure out, what we can do, or the planning commission, I'm sure will probably be talking about it at the next planning commission meeting.
You used to have to worry about it just being the 4th of July and it's over, but now I don't think
Every
that's
night.
gonna be the case
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
Because there's more and more of it all over, so
It's every night starting about 7.
it's something that we're gonna have to address.
There's a lot of debris in the lake from
Mhm.
My wife agrees.
The dog is.
Anybody else? Instead of Mark?
As a resident, Mark Harrington, 71 42nd Street Road. I'm sorry, I'm picking up my fair sheet hat. I noticed that the lights are on all the time at the 2 memorials.
Yes, that's because the eyes are bad.
Yeah, because I see my nose, which is
Check
expensive
them.
walls to be running there. I noticed that when I was doing that plumbing over there that they were on, and I forget, I did this.
I was gonna change my eyes, and I just haven't had time to out there.
Because that'll cut down our deficit bill, I think.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.